I don't think it will surprise anyone who watches this channel that science fiction is something that I appreciate. And with that opening image, I'm pretty sure that you're able to figure out what's inside this disconcertingly slender package. Green Ronin of Mutants and Masterminds and Dragon Age fame has obtained the rights to produce an RPG on the Expanse, which of course began its life as an RPG. Now, I know very little about the Expanse because of geography and scheduling. I haven't been able to watch the series, and because of geography, it's difficult to get a hold of the series, even in ebook format. And so when I saw the Kickstarter for the Expanse, I thought, now is the time where I can get into this science fiction series, which I think will appeal to me greatly. And even if it doesn't appeal to me, I'll still have the RPG, which I can make of what I want, which is the true spirit of the thing. But my first reaction upon receiving this package was one of dismay. It's not as beat up as some of the packages that I get, as is evidenced on the channel, but it's not really what we would consider packaging for international transit. And as I had ordered the limited edition of the Expanse, I was concerned about what condition that edition would be in. So it's with some trepidation that I open up this and discover inside we have a standard padded envelope. So this isn't filling me with more confidence, because these padded envelopes generally do not protect the corners. While I'm not obsessive about the corners, I do think about them. While a Kickstarter is in its fulfillment stage, delivering its product to backers around the world, I check in from time to time in the comments section of the Kickstarter page to see, if other people have received theirs yet and where and what condition things have arrived in. And it's one of the reasons why I do these unboxing videos, is to, share how it was for me here in Asia to receive things, both for the producer for next time and for fellow backers who maybe were hesitant about ordering, that sort of thing. Well, this was certainly one of those cases where I'd seen comments saying that the product had arrived damaged and they weren't happy with the packing material. I know I wasn't happy with the packing material, but fortunately for me, no damage was incurred, even to the corners. So all of my doubts were unfounded, but other people weren't as lucky as I was. There were other comments which I found a little strange, but they're out there. People said, hey, I ordered the limited edition. Why did I get the standard edition? But the limited edition comes with a dust jacket, which you're looking at here. So the dust jacket is, of course, the cover of the standard edition. And the thing is in shrink wrap. Some people order them and they don't want to open the shrink wrap because they don't intend to use the physical product. In this case, that intention would mean you would never get to see the very attractive faux black leather cover of this edition, which would be a shame because it's really, really striking, and I can't wait to show it to you. But there's another factor. Inside, there is a poster map which has been placed inside. And I think I would have forgotten about it if I hadn't been reading the comments and seeing the replies from Green Ronin, letting people know where the map is. However, let's get the shrink wrap off and take the dust jacket off and reveal the inside of the book, which in typical Green Ronin fashion is very colorful, although in this case it has an oddly muted colorful design. So let's take a trip over here and we'll take a look closer at the cover, the Expanse role-playing game, and the very scary X-Acto knife. Now, for a property as, as expansive as the Expanse has become, it must be difficult when you're in discussions to talk about what are we going to put on the cover, to home in on one specific image to, help attract the eye in the game store or at the convention or wherever. So I don't envy them that decision. But I really do think that the cover of the limited edition is the one that would work on me. Very striking. And, this sense of maybe a real world document. The choice of black and silver, I think, is always a very solid one for science fiction, especially naval, spacefaring science fiction. And, whatever. It's a Green Ronin product, so we do expect a certain amount of flair. This spine certainly handles that. It's just screaming at you from the shelf saying, hey, play me. Inside we have the time-tested and proven combination of large, colorful splash pages of imagery with the graphic design choices that make Green Ronin products so easy to use. Strong, eye-grabbing headers, and the use of color to pull out examples or other specific notes. And in the back of the book, tucked away under the back flap of the dust jacket, we find the poster map. Backers also receive the map as a PDF, and there's a 2-page spread of it inside the book, but it is nice to have a larger format thing that you can spread across the table to discuss matters of distance and destination. And so, this is the physical product. This is the initial release for the Expanse, which also came with a Gamemaster's kit, a screen. So this is the poster map that we were talking about, showing the arrangement of planets and the relative distances of each. The Gamemaster's screen had 3 different panels of art on the back. It's a 3-panel screen. We have 3 iconic and very different scenes to inspire players, or at least a conversation about the game if viewed from far away in a game store or at a convention or whatever. On the back, we have clearly legible, fairly large print charts and guides, which serve less, I think, as an introduction to the age system and more as an actual resource that ongoing gamers can use. This is, of course, a quick look at the table of contents. The game is presented in terms of system first, then character creation, then the setting material. And the game is set between the events of the first and second books in the series, and they warn you about spoilers, which is kind of nice. And future products will be dealing with future books in the series. If you choose to go that route, your Expanse may wind up being completely different. And I enjoyed reading the introduction by the creators of the Expanse. 2 people who write under one pen name, which I find interesting. In it, they speak of the joy and the passion of building stories together, and they tie that directly to the experience at the table, where we together over time learn to build great, engaging, and exciting stories, and they wish that for us in combination with this material which has been provided by them and Green Ronin. And as an extra bonus, there's some original fiction thrown in as well. So, this is a very strongly, fully supported line with the full and knowing collaboration and appreciation by the original creators of the IP. And I think it's an interesting opportunity to explore the age system, the Expanse, and everything we might like to do in the cold and unforgiving vacuum of space.